Now, there are types of user experience design. We have usability design, you have information architecture, you have interaction design, you have visual design, you have service design, you have accessibility design. Now, in usability design, it focuses on making products easy to use and efficient, ensuring that users can accomplish their task with minimal effort. I mean, I should want to send money. If I should want to send money in a fintech or a mobile banking app, I mean, the moment, the instant I sign up for the app, sign up in the app, and I'm in the dashboard, from the dashboard, I should be able to see a direct button for me to send money to perhaps a friend or a family relative or thereabout. I don't have to click up to 3 buttons before I see the button that allows me to want to transfer to a friend, to transfer funds to a friend. No, you should have your product should allow users achieve their goal or to accomplish their task when using it. So it should be usable. That speaks about usability. Now you have information architecture. This organizes and structures information within a product to facilitate navigation and understanding. For instance, if I need to assess my profile, I need to assess details or information about my profile in a mobile application. I should find a button that allows me to change my name or change my security preferences inside the profile icon. It means when I open the profile icon, I want to see everything that allows me to make changes to my original information, or perhaps make changes to my account in the product you've shipped, right? For instance, I want to log out of a website, or I want to log out of a mobile application. I should easily go to settings and then find the option to log out from settings. I shouldn't be seeing the button to log out from settings inside for a banking app. I shouldn't see the option to log out inside the section where I should make transfer of funds. No, that is not a good or a proper information architecture. The informations in an information architecture should be related to each other, right? So I should be able to see a button to log out when I access the settings icon or the settings button, right? So now we have interactive design, which is the third. I hope you understood what we've just spoken on in information architecture, usability design. Now make sure to gather your questions and forward them by the end of the week. Now, interaction design deals with how much users interact with a product, including the design of interactive elements like buttons, menus, and forms. So in other words, you creating a product, you should consider imputing what will allow you interact with the users, right? So it shouldn't just be all text and images that users just get to read. I mean, if they need to communicate their minds through the app to you, there should be a button that allows them to explore. For instance, there should be a button that allows me to download a song or a video inside a web application that showcases several video clips and perhaps MP3 clips. Also, let's say for instance in an e-commerce website, there should be a button that allows me to click on buy if I need to purchase an item. I mean, you are not just showcasing the product for me to come and see and pass. No, you want me to engage the product, engage your services through the product. So then there should be a button that states buy now or just buy, and then I get the instruction or get the message you're trying to pass that if I need to acquire this item, I need to click on those buttons to buy. Do you understand? So we have other examples of interactive design which include menus and forms. For instance, I need to purchase an item, and then the product, me clicking the item to purchase, and then the order is being processed without collecting data about my address, it will be of no use, right? because I'll make the order and then they don't know where to deliver the item to. So there has to be a form for me to fill in my address, to fill in details, perhaps my contact address and all of that, right? So you need to create an opportunity for your potential users to interact with your product. Now, so that is why we refer to that type of UX design as interaction design. Now we have the visual design concerned with the aesthetics of a product, including layout, typography, color schemes, and visual hierarchy. As we go further, you understand what a visual design is. And then you have service design, which considers the entire user journey across multiple touch points and channels, aiming to create seamless and cohesive experience. Also, we have accessibility design, which ensures that products are usable by people with disabilities, addressing issues such as screen readers, keyboard navigation, and color contrast. Now, here's what we mean by accessibility. Now, you consider people with disabilities, right? And then you, for instance, you have people who cannot read in English, right? It may not be a disability from or that is born out of nature. It could just be a disability out of lack of training. So now someone who could not read or who cannot read English, or someone who cannot just read text that are so small in a phone screen size, could have the option to click on text to speech output, which means on clicking on that button, the text you have on the screen should be readable. It means a voice should read it out aloud to the potential users, right? So it's a feature that you could incorporate into your product to allow for accessibility to potential users who are disabled from reading, right? Also, we have the keyboard navigation and color contrast. Some persons are colorblind. You have to use mild colors and still maintain a classic design and an aesthetic design. I hope you're following. Now we have elements of user experience design. We have the first one, user research, very important. Research is very important for your user experience design process. It is a key element for user experience design. Why? Because you can't know the needs and the preferences of your potential clients without reaching out to them through research. So it involves understanding user behaviors, needs, and motivations through methods like survey, interviews, and observation. Now we have personnel development. Now this involves creating fictional representation of target users to understand their goals, preferences, and pain points, right? So you have a user persona is the fictional representation, right? It means you collect data of a user that is fictional. It means that user does not actually exist in the real world, but then because by reason of your experiences and feedback you've collected, you just want to put all the information you've collected into a given data. So you assume an identity for the information you've gathered, right? And then you create a fictional character that has all those needs, has all those preferences stated with them, right? So as we go further, I think in the next slide you should see what a user persona looks like. So we have the user flow. The user flow is a visual representation of the steps users take to accomplish tasks within a product, helping to identify potential friction points, right? So for instance, I know when I press the next button on my keyboard, it should take me to the next slide. Yes. And then when I press the escape button on my keyboard, it should take me entirely out of the screen, right? So it means the user flow should allow a user to accomplish a task within a product, helping to identify potential frictional point, right? It means I shouldn't have to press escape button and then it leads me to the next slide. No, because that does not flow with what the button indicates. The button indicates escape, and then we have a button down here that indicates next on my keyboard. Next should take me to the next slide, but then escape shouldn't take me to the next slide, right? So you have to compose, you have to have and get a well composed user flow of related items on your product, so you should gather relevant information about a good practice of creating a web flow for different products in different niche, right? So you should have a web flow that aligns with the standards of user flows in a fintech mobile application, in a healthcare mobile application, in let's say a sport mobile application. Also, you have maybe an ed tech, educational technology mobile application. There is the sequential web flow or user flow that you should find in the different niches. I should click on a course in an educational technology mobile application, and then it should take me to information about the course and not take me outside the app or somewhere else. So that is a good user flow. Now let's continue. Here is a symbolical illustration of what a user flow looks like. So you have the entry, and then from the entry you have welcome, you have select task, and you have all these a string here, and then you have correct, maybe this string is perhaps texting the task you selected, if you selected the right task or not. Let's say what could be a perfect example for this? Let's say a login profile. When you're a login section of a mobile application, when you enter the app, you get a welcome message. You have to fill in your details. Or let's say you are an existing user, you click on sign up. You click on sign in because you are an existing user. That is you selecting a task. You are clicking on signing in, not on signing up. And then when you click on sign in, you input your details. And this hash string could mean the details you've imputed. Could it be that your details have been registered before in a mobile application, or could it be you've made an error in your password? So this will check if there's an error. So if your details were not found in the records of the logins, it will take you back here to recheck your details, right? How many of us have encountered maybe softwares or applications where you get to fill in your username and your password, and then your password is wrong? If your password is wrong, it doesn't take you into the app. No, it takes you back to the login for you to re-enter your password and your username perhaps, right? But then if your username and your password is correct, it takes you to the next step of the mobile application or the web application, which could be the dashboard, right? And then from there you do other tasks within the product. So this is simply what a user flow implies, right? So I hope we're following, and I hope we're getting something. Don't forget to put down your questions as we proceed.